Hey guys, how's it going? M Gaming here, and today we're back with another video, and today we have a ton of Uncharted 4 confirmed news and a few rumours as well. The rumours is about the single player DLC. Seems pretty legit. It doesn't seem anything like crazy off the off the wall sort of thing that nobody would have expected. Seems pretty legit, and I'm just going to give you my thoughts on the direction and what I hope for the game. By the way, the article I'm going to read it from is from Push Square, so go check them out. Go support the article yourself if you want to read it, or just support them in general. But second of all, and the first thing we're actually going to start with actually is the online DLC. My thoughts on Uncharted Online in general, sort of a mini review of the online, and just my thoughts on this co-op mode. Yeah, so we're going to start off with that. If you didn't know, you haven't been on Twitter, you haven't been on YouTube, well, basically Uncharted 4 has now got a survival mode, which is a co-op sort of horde mode where you fight waves of enemies up to wave 50. I believe that's the final wave. So yeah, that's really cool. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Zombies, because you have obviously the normal characters, then you have like these like ghost, really overpowered characters come in, you know, shooting out bombs out their guns and everything. It looked really good. I've got to say, hats off to Naughty Dog. It looked absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait to play it. I love horde modes in general. You know, that's what I like about, I guess, you know, zombies in Call of Duty. I like the waves of enemies, the fact you can play it alone, you can play it with, well, in Uncharted it's 3 players, but in Call of Duty it's 4. But yeah, I love that sort of aspect, and of course playing it alone makes it more difficult but more rewarding nonetheless. So that's fantastic, but there's one thing I have to talk about, and that Uncharted 2 map. I saw you, Naughty Dog. I saw you hinting at something there. Absolutely fantastic. It's like the turned over train in Uncharted 2, you know, with all the snow. I can't wait to play that map. I just cannot wait, you know, to play through that. It's going to be fantastic. And, you know, Naughty Dog really offering what the fans want. And that is, you know, basically a bit more of Uncharted 2. And that's, hey, that's what everyone likes. So I can't wait for that. It looks really solid. It looks awesome. So yeah, can't wait. Just briefly, I know some people just do not care about Uncharted Online, so I will keep it brief, guys. But I just wanted to give you my thoughts on Uncharted up to this point, and also the classic mode, what I think of that. So Uncharted Online up to this point, to me, I really enjoyed it because I've kind of played every single mode. You know, I've played, you know, Plunder quite a lot. Not my favourite mode, actually it's my least favourite mode, but I've still played that quite a bit. Obviously, as you can see here, like the capture mode, I love this mode a lot. Team deathmatch, ranked team deathmatch, all that sort of stuff. It's been absolutely fun. But for me, I'm glad that they have brought the classic mode in. It's not, the only problem with the classic mode is it's not as hardcore as, or as really classic as it used to be in like the Uncharted 2 days. That must be said. Now, I haven't played the latest beta test, I will say that, but the last one I played, it wasn't quite Uncharted 2 classic, but I still really enjoyed it, and I like the fact that at least they're trying, Naughty Dog, you know what I mean? A lot of people complained about the mysticals. I really didn't care in the slightest, but yeah, it's nice that they're listening to the fans. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the multiplayer. Again, let me know, guys, what do you think? Do you enjoy it? Have you enjoyed it? As you can see, I do enjoy it because I have today got to level 50. So yeah, I do enjoy Uncharted 4 multiplayer quite. But finally, and I guess probably to a lot of you the most important thing in this video, and that is Uncharted 4 single player DLC. So this, again, like I said, is an article from Push Square. Go check them out. And it says rumour, so bear that in mind, take it with a grain of salt. It's rumour, all that sort of stuff. But rumour, Sam Drake to star in standalone Uncharted 4 spin-off. Nathan Drake will cameo in one final adventure, but it's his brother Sam who will take the lead in Uncharted 4 A Thief's End standalone story spin-off. The all-new adventure, which will apparently be announced at PSX 2016 next week, will allegedly launch early next year and will see Drake brackets handing over the adventuring reins to his sibling. That's all according to a report on Jaffameister, which I've never heard of before, I've got to be honest. But it tallies with previous things that we've heard, and that's coming from Push Square. Apparently the story will be longer than the critically acclaimed The Last of Us Left Behind. Given that that was a good few hours, this will probably take the guise of a mini campaign. Naughty Dog's clearly been busy these past few months because it's also just announced, after we've just gone through, Uncharted 4 Survival, a cooperative add-on for the main game. Drake may be hanging up his half-tuck, but it seems like there's plenty of life in the franchise yet. So yeah, fantastic write-up. And I just want to give you my opinion on that. I'm really happy with that because, again, Sam, we know about Elena. We've had literally 4 games with Elena, 3 of them very heavily, having Elena in it, all these games. So for me, we know about her. We know about Sully, and we know about a lot of these characters. Sam kind of came out of left field just for Uncharted 4. So for me personally, I'd like to know more about him, know more about his story. But I do want to put the counter argument to that, which I have seen in a lot of reviews from big Uncharted fans. That is, this guy kind of came out of nowhere, and it was like, he was cool, he was a cool character or whatever, but like he kind of came out of nowhere, and suddenly a lot of the game was based around him. And to people who said that, they're probably not going to like the fact the standalone DLC is pretty much all about Sam. But it is what it is. In my opinion, I think it'll be really good. The Left Behind DLC, in my opinion, arguably on the same level of The Last of Us. What I loved about the Left Behind DLC was the fact that it was kind of a walking simulator in all sense. It did have a little bit of combat in the middle part, but to be honest, it didn't really need it. It was really an emotional story, telling the backstory of what happened with Ellie. Spoiler alert, but yeah, what happened with Ellie. So for me personally, I think it'd be really cool to see Sam's story. Where will it take off? Now, this is again a prediction from me, but I do personally think it will carry on. And again, huge-ish spoiler for Uncharted 4. So if you haven't watched it, haven't played it, watched it, whatever, click off this video just for a little bit. But for me, when they Sam and Sully near the end go on the plane together and have an adventure, I think that would be a cool place to carry on the DLC from. And I think a lot of people kind of twigged on, maybe that's what Naughty Dog's doing. But there's also a lot of stuff they could do with Sam. Again, all spoiler alert, so bear that in mind. But Sam, obviously met Nate, went back to Nate in the orphanage. It could show his time in between then, what's going on with him. There's a ton of stuff you could do with the DLC. I'd love to see. But yeah, in general, guys, absolutely fantastic news. We're getting some more Uncharted, and that's always a good news. But yeah, let me know, guys. Are you happy with it? Are you not? Do you not care in the slightest? And are you excited for PlayStation Experience? But as always, guys, this has been M&M Gaming. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll catch you guys in a new video very